Hey everyone, we are. I think we're live. Are we live, Aaron?
I think we are.
Are we live, everybody?
Welcome to the first Illuminateers live stream. Kind of live stream. We've done live chats, but we've never live streamed before. So please bear with us as we're learning tonight a little bit. But we were so excited that we wanted to hop on here and share a surprise guest with you this evening.
Yeah. Well, first, very exciting day. We got Pongo.
Yes, we did. And Kronk, which has been a card you've been looking forward to.
I love Kronk. Well, his dialogue's so great. Aaron was a bit bummed that he didn't have Bodyguard, but
yes, I was.
As a vanilla 6/6,
I felt like that was a missed opportunity, but I'm still super excited to see him. I mean, I feel like Yzma is not Yzma without Kronk.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, B Squared. So thanks to everybody who's hanging out in us in the chat. We thought, we have some news to reveal for Miami. We'll get there in just a second. And we thought that this was a fun way to kind of share the moment with the community and let the individual involved with our news kind of interact with you all for a little bit. So to sum up, Miami TCG Con is coming up in October, the 21st and the 22nd, I believe, a Saturday and a Sunday. For those who aren't tracking, the owner of Miami TCG Con, Eric, is so excited for Lorcana. He moved his entire convention by several months that he could line it up with a Lorcana release date and support this game. And Eric is in the chat. We see you down there. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, we're so excited to go to Miami for the first time for both of us. Neither one of us have ever been to Miami before. So we're excited to check out Eric's beautiful city and this amazing convention in October.
With a 7-week-old.
With a 7-week-old. So we'll see how that goes.
That'll be fun. Again, for those paying attention, we already have a couple pieces of Lorcana news. There are two. One is, the convention has announced that they're going to be doing a tournament there. We're waiting details, but there's a great tournament organizer who's going to be there. We can't wait to hear how that event's going to be run. And the other piece of news, Aaron, we already have one guest coming.
Simongalisa Sabaya is going to join us from South Africa in Miami. And that is just super, super exciting. So we had a chance to talk to him last weekend. He's really jazzed about coming to Miami and meeting all of y'all. And so we just could not be more excited to meet him in person.
Yeah, Simongalisa is one of the first 6 revealed Lorcana artists. He did Rockstar Stitch, and he also did Smash. And we hope there are more cards coming for him soon. And just a quick plug, if you haven't seen Kazazimoto yet on Disney Plus, Simongalisa made his directorial debut there in one of those shorts. You should check it out. It's an amazing series on Disney Plus. Kazazimoto, check it out.
Yeah, it's really great. We started it last night. His short is short number 2. If you don't have time to watch all of them, they're all incredible. But short number 2 was done by Simongalisa.
All right. So I know we have at least one member who's watching tonight who has a movie to get to at 8:15. So and our guest has some streaming to do later tonight. So we don't want to hold him up for too long. But without further ado, we're happy to announce the next Lorcana artist that will be appearing in Miami TCG Con. So we'll get him into the stream. Luis.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hello, guys. How's it going?
We're doing well. We're really excited to finally reveal that you're going to be joining us in Miami this fall.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So I met Eric some months ago, and he actually offered me to be a guest on the commission, and I gladly accepted because I was incredibly excited that it was pretty much aligning with the release of Lorcana. And I am equally as excited because I just want to see. Well, I was fortunate to collaborate in the project, but I think something that I really want to see is just the game in action, because I have seen some of the gameplay and everything, but just making it in action and just in a tournament, it's going to be very exciting. And also, just to be in Miami, it's going to be a great experience again.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody who's on the stream, if you have any questions for Luis, go ahead and ask in the chat. We can't ask too much about like Lorcana specific, like about the cards he worked on and such, because there's all sorts of NDA stuff. So we're going to avoid that. But if you have questions, let us know and we'll ask.
So I have a question. We've gotten to know Luis over the last oh my gosh, probably like 8 or 9 months at this point. And so we're so excited to see you in Miami. One of the big things that we share and that we share also with Eric is we're all huge foodies. We love food and cuisine. And
Yeah.
so, Luis, is there any, we're going to this incredible foodie city. Are there any specific foods that you're really excited to try in Miami?
Oh, okay. So there's two things that I really, really love, and I don't have any idea if there's going to be something like that, but still, I am open to any possibilities. So I'm a huge fan of Japanese food. So there's two things that I really love in this world, which is katsudon and ramen. Those are like probably my two top favorite foods. Like if I go like to the States somewhere, I just try to look like, hey, do you have like a place where you can eat ramen or katsudon or something like that? Or maybe just like a Korean BBQ as well. Like it's something that I honestly that I just enjoy because of the overall experience and
Yeah.
the and the flavor as well. So
Well,
it's
I see
yeah.
Miami TCG responding. Eric is already on it, working on ramen. So we're excited to get to have ramen with Luis in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a question. There's some in the chat, but I have one more quick question for you.
Mhm.
You know, you have done a lot of cons, or several cons. You've been to Lightbox, and you told us once like what an incredible experience it was interacting with fans for the
Mhm.
first time who knew your work.
Mhm.
What's it going to mean to you to go to Miami now and interact with Lorcana fans who are going to be holding your cards, experience your cards, playing with your cards, to get to meet those fans who are interacting with your work in a new way?
Well, to be honest, it's going to be a new whole experience for me because this is the biggest project that I have worked on, and the fact that I'm thankfully just being part of this fantastic team because there's so many talented artists on this team as well. It's such an honor, and the fact that I'm watching people online on the social media that just saying like I love Maleficent and I love Gantu, which are the two cards that they're already revealed as well. It's basically like something like wow, I'm very honored that you love the illustration and you're like you're happy with it, which is amazing. It's like a great experience to make someone happy,
Mhm.
and the fact that I'm also drawing like one of my favorite characters as well, which is Maleficent. It's just fantastic. It's just unreal, to be honest.
Yeah, I know dragons. For those who haven't looked at Luis's portfolio, dragons are something he's well known for.
Oh yeah,
And so getting to do probably one of the most famous dragons ever is probably a pretty cool experience.
yeah. It was a great experience and also a very tasking one. So I am very excited that people love it so far. So yeah.
Hey, Luis Adara in the chat asked, you know, what your favorite medium is to do art with. You know, digital. I know there's others that you've mentioned us, but how would you answer that?
Well, um, what I usually do is just try to get like mixed media, in the sense that I just really love to carry a sketch like everywhere I go. I usually go to a to a coffee shop near here and just stay there and start doing like coffee sketches, like observing people and just trying to make like cartoons or maybe personal project ideas which I have, and I just try to make like thumbnails in my sketchbook. And then after that, if there's like an idea that I really really like, I just basically just take it. I can take a photo with my phone, or I just scan it and I just pass it to the computer and just clean it up. Which I basically do like both, I guess. So it's like a mixed media, but when it comes to color, I just really love to do it on digital. It's like I have been doing that since for almost like 9 years already. So it's going to be it's basically my favorite uh, kind of like workflow. Just starting with like a traditional sketch and then just scan it and pass it to digital, and just finish it on digital, which it's easier for me, and also it's been probably my favorite workflow since I finished college. Yeah.
Do you have another
And
question?
there's another question.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's several. We do have one, and I don't want to. Let's not take it the direction of cards because I don't want to get there too much. But let's say for a commercial work, cards or otherwise, or a commission, because you do a lot of commissions on from people on Twitch, etc. How long does it take you to go from a concept or an idea to kind of a finished piece?
Well, that really depends on the client. Usually, I like to do, like I said, like do thumbnail sketching. I usually take like a day to just generate ideas, and then after that, I just send it to the client and just say like, which one do you like the most? Do you like this pose or this pose? And then after the client says like, maybe I'm not convinced of this, maybe try this and this, so let's try another day, and then just do another round, and then until the client says like, I'm fine with this, then we proceed to the next one, which is the cleanup. And just like that, the same process. And then we go to clean up, to color, and then to final details and tightening. So that's probably my workflow that I do. But it really depends on the client, because I have been, for example, if I for a finished illustration, there is like some illustrations that I have finished in like 2 weeks, and some illustrations that I had take a month. So it really depends on what the client says. And and in terms of Lorcana, it's basically what they are direct to say as well. So it's basically just like that. It's a very normal workflow when it comes to trading card games, because I have been also studying other artists that do um, trading card games for other games. Like Magic, like Pokemon. You can see they follow like the same workflow, like the thumbnailing, the cleanup, the color, and then the tightening and the final image. But it really depends on the client.
Well, that's fun. It's really fascinating to hear the different process. And again, anybody can jump on Luis's stream sometime and watch him work. It's fascinating. There's another question I want to ask him in the chat, but before we do that, I want to go back to Miami for a second. So fans who are going to go, what can they expect there? I assume you're going to be signing cards, maybe doing sketches, merchandise. Will you be playing Lorcana or giving it a try?
Oh yeah, I will give it a try, but you guys gonna have to teach me, because I have really just have seen like some clips of you guys playing it. You guys have to teach me, and I will try to play it, and I will let you guys know which cards I like, and I just gonna try something there, like something improvised. I have some experience with trading card. I have played Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Well, I'm sure somebody will be happy to build for you a deck built around Gantu or Maleficent. Maybe
Oh,
Maleficent so you can use Dragonfire
Yeah.
or just a Steel Ruby deck.
yeah,
All
like
geared towards getting Maleficent and Gantu on the table.
yeah.
Here's a question: If you're playing somebody and they play one of your cards against you, will you sign it for them right there during the game?
Oh yeah, yeah, totally. Yes, yeah, that would be great. That would actually be great. Yeah,
Well,
especially by the fact that they're like pretty expensive cards. Yeah, I
yeah,
remember.
Yeah, at
they're
this point.
two legendaries,
Yeah,
which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, I do have another question here I want to ask you, and don't let this stray anywhere in towards, if they're cards you worked on or whatever, but we know you love Disney. Do you have a favorite Disney song?
Oh gee, that's a difficult one, because I really I really love all the music of Disney. I'm just gonna try to say. Let me see. I'm just trying to see. It's probably have to be the Circle of Life. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, it has to be the Circle of Life. It's especially because, well, as a kid, I used to have the CD in
Mhm.
Latin Spanish. Oh,
Oh,
and
great.
and the singer from that, I don't know if she's like she's from Spain, I think.
Mhm.
Her, I can't remember. So her name is Tata Vega, and she sings the Circle of Life in Latin Spanish, and it's probably one of the few songs that I still hear, and it makes me tear up a little bit,
Mm.
because I remember watching The Lion King when I was 4 or 5. I have a memory of, like, in my in my hometown, right at the end of the avenue, there was a movie theater there, and we went there to see The Lion King. I remember, and I still remember, like, some of the music and some of the experience of that. Even though I was like very little, I still remember, like, the name of the theater as well. The name of the movie theater was named Miramar,
Mm.
and it's probably one of the movies that I have watching over and over and over again. It's
Yeah.
just it's probably one of the songs that I really still listen to it, because
Mhm.
it has also like a very beautiful message as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Gorgeous song.
Mhm.
Now we don't want to keep you too. We have one or two more questions. We don't want to keep you too long
It's
because we know
fine.
you have some streaming to get ready for
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah, it's
Um,
fine. We got time. Don't worry.
but I have another question here I want to ask. It's from Brandon from B Squared again, who's got a lot of good questions. And also, there are some questions. There's some really good questions in the chat that I don't want to ask because I'm so worried about getting close to any sort of
Yeah.
inadvertent leaks. So we're gonna avoid a few of these. But you did mention before that you look to other TCG games for inspiration.
Mhm.
Do you have a favorite artist from like Magic or Pokemon, or even, let's say, a favorite piece of art from those card games that resonates with you, or that you use for inspiration?
Goodness. So there's one artist that and actually, so I have some Magic the Gathering cards.
Yes.
Let me get to, particularly to, there's two artists. All right.
Oh, the suspense is killing me.
So there's two artists that I really just, there's like not a particular piece. I just love their art in general. So the Swedish artist Jesper Isid is he has been doing like Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering for a long time, and he probably has like one of my favorite styles when it comes to storytelling in a card.
Mhm.
So basically everything he does is just perfect, and the
It's
fact that he does digital, but he mainly still works on traditional, and he does, like, I have seen the process he does, and it's just mesmerizing.
Mhm.
And precisely, I have like one of his cards right here. So
Uh,
it's a it's a dragonborn, so uh, it's naturally like one of my favorite species as well. So
Yep.
this is from Jesper Isid, and everything, like, I don't have like any particular piece of him, but it's just fantastic. It's probably my favorite artist when it comes to fantasy. And and also this one. So I don't want to butcher his name, but her artist name is Karite, and her name is Irse, and she also makes like Magic the Gathering cards, and also like very uh, work related to the same thing I do, which is anthropomorphic artwork. So this is one of her illustrations in a card as well. So Irse, it's I actually met her in person back in 2018, and we haven't met in a while. But she's such a fantastic person and an amazing artist, and she's also like fantastic artist. I don't have like any particular piece that I will tell you like on the top of my head right now, but those two artists are like right now my inspirations to keep improving and just um, keep working harder. They're fantastic, and it's just they're just like you can see. Uh, there's something about it that I just can't explain, but you guys have to see it. It's just Jesper Rising and Karite Irse Got. It's her name. So yeah, they're fantastic artists.
Carrot, I know that handle. Yeah. No, that's awesome. So Eric, if you're still watching, there's a couple artists, magic artists, you need to get to Miami so Louise can hang out with them. But I know they're in demand. I am getting called out for asking too many or letting Brandon ask too many questions. We do have a question about your art on the wall. The people in the chat see art behind you on the wall and they're curious.
Oh yeah.
What you have hanging back there?
So that one right there. So this is a poster from Zootopia. So you guys see.
Yes,
but
it is Disney artwork.
Yeah, but that one over there, it's from Cory Loftis, which is so I think he's working right now on Wish. I think he's a freelance Disney artist, and he also worked on Zootopia as well, and he's also a fantastic inspiration for me as well. And this is from Rob Duenas. He worked on Spire Ignited trilogy, and he made this key art. There's a key art right here of I can send you guys if you're interested as well. But yeah, it's a key art from Spire Ignited trilogy, and because I'm also a huge Spyro fan, surprise. You can tell.
Like a dragon video game? I'm shocked.
Yeah, I like dragons and I like dragon video games. Yes, it's very
It's very on brand for you.
very on brand. Yeah,
Very on brand.
yeah.
I think Liam's looking through the chat to try to find another question that we might have.
Yeah, there's a few. No, I think we're getting close to probably needing to let you go. We'll take one more good question from the chat if anybody has one, or re-ask one from before, and if we can ask it, we will. Louise, anything else before we get to one more question? We've mentioned a few times your Twitch streams. So you want to remind people here watching how they can follow you on Twitter and then maybe watch your streams on Twitch?
Yeah, so you can search me on twitch.tv slash Gamut Feathers, which is my artist name. You can find me pretty much anywhere with that name on social media, Instagram, Twitter as well. And yeah, you can find me there as well on Twitch. I usually stream on in the evening around 8 and 9 Central Time PM. So you can find me there. And I usually stream art during the week, and I stream some games during the weekend to chill a little bit from the work. So that's what I usually do when it comes to streaming. But also, if you have like any art related questions, you can also ask me there, and I will gladly uh, answer you when it comes to a little bit more specific when it comes to my workflow, or the process that I do, recommendations for resources for our material and that kind of thing. But yeah, you can find me there on twitch.tv/gamutfeathers.
And I have to just plug Luis's streams. We often are hanging out with him during the week when he's streaming, and it is incredible to watch him create something from a completely white canvas and this amazing creature by the end of his stream. It's very kind of zen in a great way to like wrap up your evening, and then it's always just fun to joke around and watch his other followers engage with him. So highly recommend watching Luis's streams.
Completely concur. All right, last question. It's one I kind of glazed over to spare you, but I'm now nobody's asking for a demo, but you've been asked twice now in line with the last Disney song. Can you sing?
Oh no, I can sing. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You can ask me anything else, but I can sing. I have a very bad throat, and
Wow.
my second English is my second language, so it's basically like.
Well, the question was not to sing, it was can you sing, and I think you answered
we
the
have
question.
thoroughly answered that question.
Yeah. Well, Louise, thank you so much. I know you're going to be streaming later tonight, so for anybody still hanging around, go check out Louise's stream at Gamut Feathers. Hopefully, we'll see you there. Louise, any closing words before we say goodbye and see you again in Miami?
Oh goodness, I'm very excited to meet you guys, and I just want to thank everyone who has been supporting me and has told me such nice words, because I have received so many messages of you guys saying like, thank you for drawing Maleficent and thank you for drawing Gantu, which is just fantastic. It makes me very emotional, and I just feel very honored to be part of this project and share it with everybody who loves Disney and who loves trading cards as well. So I'm really excited to meet you all guys on Miami. So very excited. So I'll see you guys there.
We can't wait to see you.
Thanks so
there.
much for joining us. All right, Louise, we'll see you on the stream.
All right, take care, everyone.
All right, so hey everyone, thanks so much for hanging with us. Louise is a wonderful artist, a wonderful person,
just amazing human being.
Yeah, we've met him a couple times now, and can't wait to hang out with him in Miami. So we'll wrap up here, but there's more news coming eventually.
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. Please stay tuned throughout the rest of the summer and early fall as we roll out more Miami TCG news, TCG Con news, because we're super psyched, if y'all can't tell.
Yep. So stay tuned, and pre-sale tickets are on sale now. And follow Miami TCG Con for the latest news on the con on Twitter and Instagram. So thanks for hanging out.
We'll see you all again for more news. Bye.